Arena Riot Games, bora pra mais uma final valendo vaga no Masters. Faz barulho porque hoje o MIBR joga!
Went through the gauntlet yesterday, facing off against Furia in a grueling 5-game series. They fell short at the finish line, and now they have another opportunity to run that race again. But the question is, Mimi, can they do it? They have the firepower. They have the talent. They just need to put it together against a damn good team in G2.
Now, let's bring out their opponent. 3-time America's champions, G2 Esports!
You heard Riv, 3 times America's champions. G2 Esports has come into this kickoff with a lot of questions, changes that they made, additions that they brought in, Athena. But it does feel like right now, in this moment, the prep work, everything has paid off for G2. They just have one more job to do.
I mean, the core of this roster know how they want to play the game. And last year in Stage 1 and Stage 2, they only dropped the one game before qualifying.
For MIBR, they had a strong one against Furia, running the double duelist of their own. A lot of heavily set up for the retake. Verno spotted out, but knows it's wiser to live than to overcommit to that fight early into the round.
Starting to rattle off the calls to his players inside the B side that there is a backstab brewing. Aspas, though, sharpest attack across the side, dealt with leave it and traded out. Oh my goodness, Verno. Putting himself into a pincer scenario if he committed.
As that Viper wall drops from the attackers, Trent is caught though. The Baby Bay feels uncomfortable. At what time will Verno just take the peek out of window and try to backstab? Oh, I love this stuff. Oh, just not able to connect the shots. Verno not out in time to...
Okay, well, at least he doesn't get punished for that. That could have been even worse. Valen into the smoke. Run headlong into Tex and his handle. Baby Bay hears. Not hitting anyone right now in some of these games.
And he did get his first ace this year, and he was still celebrating about it recently in interviews, which is hilarious.
Baby Bay, okay! Those are the kind of fights that you want Unk for. Catch MIBR completely flat-footed.
That's a new GT moment. The double duelist push. Forced back, though.
Okay, the pass for the Sova, here's Jaw. Nice little timing here. Tex is obviously fully revealed now, and Baby Bay should be able to pop out on it, but he's low. Eventually puts that to bed.
Because of that flawless on the prior round, that damage is really not all too significant anyhow. Oof. Nothing too complex from the duelist duo there. Just a display of the raw aim power that they have right now, and they're right back to the simplicity of the B-pop, but this time with a lot of ultimates the Anchors will have to deal with.
Baby Bay has the option to fall back should he want to. Flash on the drone, and it's not going to see the Euro in this corner. No, Baby Bay's hidden entirely, and Aspas is up into the line. Hunter's Fury in play. Baby Bay unperturbed, it's leaf for 3 through the smoke. This round is at risk of falling apart instantly now with Verno, the last up. Leaf collects his 4.
The attacking side is going to seriously struggle. It is important to win rounds on these pops, but again, there's this disconnection.
Yo, y'all should see that replay. I did not see anybody.
Now, Verno would love to get a tag with this so he could rip the Hunter's Fury, have everyone scale in off the back of that.
Gotta go for it anyway. Decent idea of where to aim it by the looks of things. Baby Bay a little bit low, but here's Valen fighting inside main. Aspas of the Blade Storm connects. Headshot onto Jorgamo. Baby Bay's gonna try and fight his way back in, but he's low. And he needs these reinforcements. He still wants to play so active here. Instead of waiting for Trent to get there for double duel, maybe didn't feel like he had the time.
Look at this HP on MIBR, though. They are vulnerable to one shot dart. They want to swing out. They want to fight together, all on Trent.
So Zekin does get the stick. Could be a timing here for Trent. He's heard the updraft too. 1 versus 2. Trent with a lot of work to do, and nice little impromptu high-low setup there for MIBR.
He gets multiple tags with it as well. So it's an easy trade there onto Valen. The ultimate's expended out of the timeout, but a good round called. Going on in mid from G2, there is the potential of that. So Zekin has to clear out through doors as this split is going to come in from MIBR. Success on a last round, let's go for it again.
On the side here, Joel goes forward, takes Verno out of the game, but Zekin now appears out of the dimensional drift. Nova Pulse though connects. The follow-up though unlikely. Valen knows it's a clone that's going past him.
This timing might be everything. Mazzino, is he ready?
He's ready. Oh no! Gun away. Now Leaf has that backstab pressure. Viper's Pit, of course, will protect MIBR to some degree, but VALORANT is in there like swimwear. 2 down. And Aspas limping around the side at 30 health. It'll be a multi-swing to clean up the GOAT himself. And G2 will post 5.
He's also just causing that distraction being back there. Jaw's going for a lot of plays like that on Neon, by the way. We saw that in the last series, and here he will just go for a solo timing, slide in, relay bolt.
Sometimes those openers on Breeze from defenders with ops can feel a bit forced.
And the wall goes up for Jaw. It's going to drop it. A great time, but Tex ready for that kind of play.
But all of the middle of the map is under MIBR's control. The world, or this map rather, is their oyster. I like this from VALORANT. What a timing to take. Tex is handled.
And now that there's fighting out of A, MIBR want to work back into this B. Execute drone coming through. Ospas dash up top. Leaf pinged out. Real danger right now. Trying to stay alive. Backside. Trent is there to help. Ospas dealt with.
Somehow he's still safe for the time being. Leaf, though, is going to get slid on there. Gets Zekin. And Verno's up.
Zekin stuck on the side. No gate crash. Can't get out of it. It's all about the timing, baby. You just can't connect.
But VALORANT's picking up all of Baby Bay's angles here, Wyatt. Now it's the Smig himself versus Kid Wonder. Half. It's moving. Shot in the back. Verno slithers back around to B main. This is expired, so he has to walk now. Back through spawn to help out here. Here's some of that stall util coming out. Hunter's Fury is in play. That's Trent. Here's the push across the site. Jaw's already found Tex. He's playing from mid doors. It looks like he wants a little bit more. Fast lane up, and VALORANT is ready to activate. Catches Aspas, unaware, and notches 3. This leaves Mazzino with it all to do, and he needs to turn his back.
He can't even get the spike to the site on time. It doesn't even matter either way. There was an exact moment, a timing he needed to hit. If he went a little bit too fast, Bruno would have caught him running back in, but it doesn't happen. It's right in the moment where he can just pass through the fast lane that Jaw throws out. That was well done.
God damn.
Only one player backside is Tex. Maybe try to go for a spam kill, but ultimately he needs to live. We're headed to a 5-on-5 retake.
We never really saw this from G2. Curious if we get it again in the gun rounds, but still, pistols need to start singing here. Verno does at least have some recon.
No, they want to hold for the win con of Leaf being on this long wrap flank. I mean, I'm saying that. They want to fight through. What a timing.
Okay, well, it looks like G2 are more than ready for them.
Util not necessary, really.
Leaf has the off angle. He just wants to get a frag at this point.
That one's done. I mean, he's going to close it no matter what. Util there, do they have one flash? They had a relay
I did hear the flash, yeah.
But there was a relay bolt that came back yellow. I think that was seconds. I mean,
Come on, boys!
And it feels like Josh joined it after years of being the opposite as a coach. Fight in main, that's nice from second, but a good instant trade from Jaw gets an upgrade. And now do G2 just hit the gas? Yeah,
I think so. They're
definitely want to.
Just ignore the Viper Ball with this fast lane, just run up.
Recon dealt with, so no chance of MIBR getting easy. Spam, look at this from Jaw. Relentless right on to Verno. Baby Bay ready to back him up. The pace of the double duelist from G2 is still...
We need a 2026 Aspas moment.
These smokes are going to be allowing MIBR for the cross. Nebula drops. VALORANT ready for the first. And what a transfer for the second as well. A lot of kills scoreline. Usually it's playing on Vine. He loves to give you like a 22 kill, 9 death game. Something like that.
Good shit. Hey, good job, GJ.
I believe that's courtesy of the Verno drop.
How far forward do G2 think he could be? Wow, that is clinical.
One shot gets out of there. Did G2 try and commit to this? Jaw has the spike right now. Fastlane, the slow walk
He's
in.
walking. I love that.
Devious.
Throw off the timing a little bit. There's a play with a classic close on sight here. Mazzino has already dealt with Baby Bay. Jaw responds, but this is getting messy now for G2. And yeah, it's time for a gambit. He's pinged out though by the recon. This is very dangerous for Jaw. And Zekin slaps him down.
Yeah, that ultimate is still not very good when you're in the middle of the air. VALORANT now into a 1-on-3. 2 players with just pistols, but...
VALORANT trying to keep them interested in main. I think he's going to get a timing on Tex because of that smoke activation. It might be more likely to check the A-main fallback based on where the spike's been planted. He's given himself away though. Nice safe pick there from Verno. VALORANT on the move. Oh, planted down. I can feel something brewing here, Wyatt. You gotta feel like it's possible. Grab well activated. Cloud burst here for some cover for Aspas, but VALORANT is on the hunt. It's not enough. Aspas though.
There's not going to be enough time.
You can't be serious. You can't be serious.
Last round, that multi-kill. Yeah, it was insane. And now there, MIBR just not expecting the timing through elbow, not feeling like that's a possibility. All of them, I think, were staring at main. Miscalculation gets him the free one, gets him the open A side. 3 walls, essentially going up. A 4th wall, why not?
Are we going to break it? Here's Jaw.
Through this. Maybe it doesn't have a flash, so it doesn't seem super likely. They have nothing to get past it.
Layers and layers. MIBR have to get moving, though. This spike, it's been planted for a hot minute. Cosmic comes up. This time it's from the defenders, but Jaw gets the better of Aspas on the other side of it. Still doesn't want to go for the timing. Look at this discipline from G2. They're not pushing past these walls, man. What?
Oh, yeah.
Going on?
I mean, just trying to win a 1v1 against VALORANT right now.
Oh, it's not happening.
Not gonna happen.
It's not
gonna happen. Danger for this MIBR team. If you're a fan of them, the close loss to Furia yesterday, cooling BO5 into G2, who are peaking right now.
You can't peek me!
Avenue for this team to go down, and it is working perfectly. Second, isolated in the doors right now. Instant trade though.
Hunter's Fury here from Verno. Now he knows there's a push through mid. Aspas knives. Strike true. He'll be forced off the side for the time being, and VALORANT is going to go looking. This is dangerous for the IGL.
He's feeling maxed out confidence, and this distraction is going to work for Leaf, who's just patiently walking up mid, and VALORANT, of course, catches another kill.
Not again, surely not. Verno frame mocked by VALORANT. What? That's up to Tex.
No, VALORANT definitely looking like the ASU frat leader in that game.
Is he a fraud? Oh my goodness, G2. 13-6 on Breeze to start this very important series. And Mazzino's really showing very little.
Mazzino, as the rest of the team work into Garage. Prowler comboed with the flash to get that space, and now it is a hit into C.
I like this idea from Tex immediately activating after Mazzino got spotted, but it's not really paying off, is it? Verno, best he can do is try and stem the bleed, but it was only Leaf to fall by his hand. And it is Aspas on a long rotate to an already lost site. We've heard that one before, but that's some nice shooting.
One shot for VALORANT and Jaw to go down.
Relay ball, wild, what is that? That was a bit messy. Okay, VALORANT, I guess, on the run with the frenzy, surely.
Oh my god, that was still dangerous. Trent formed the worst on. He put up 11 for 17. He was better on every other map in the pool. He's going to need to step it up today. Ooh. What a cool hit this is, though, by the way, from G2. They have that util combo.
They forgot about G2 Classic, baby. Let's go.
Aspas could be in danger.
He might just time it as well and take the shot if there's a curveball.
Oh, well, no curveball, just a free little kill.
I think off contact he might.
Oh my god, I mean, Aspas, they didn't even need to.
C-Log instead.
30 seconds left.
There's that C's for back plat. Nebula comes down at the choke.
They don't know about backside, I think, which is why Leaf doesn't just blindly go in.
Ooh, great shock. K-Crash out, but smoked off. Actually, that dark cover does drop, so still will be a factor, that turret.
The Viper wall matters, though, in terms of trying to hold here from long. Trent does this quick peek, and Zekin is out of the mix. That's the Omen gone. What can Leaf see here, though? Babybay's really got to pave the way, and that's going to be the Viper wall coming down. No one's coming to save MIBR.
Through that wall in the smoke wasn't perfectly timed from MIBR, and that allows him to get the 2-piece.
One enemy remaining.
This wall is honestly paying dividends.
Come on!
Whether it's Leaf or Babybay, they are just intending on having a lone man working C-long, taking contact fights for G2. So far, the map is just Garage and C. They don't even know that the rest of the map exists. Yep. Well, they discovered B on one. They haven't unlocked A yet. Oh my god, second what?
3 with right click, and Leaf can't even intervene.
This is madness. Aspas
he's doubling back
around to C-long.
This part is quiet.
Time is ticking right now.
Sees him coming, and the second shot connects. That's Aspas down, and now it's on Zekin. Some serious heroics at the start of the round with a classic.
And we watched Dre just make the right positional adjustments. What a crazy 3K, not clearing this corner. Third one is pretty insane. And that play, though, they discovered A lobby. That is as far as they will go.
They've refunded it.
Right back to Garage.
Oh, yeah, see, too confident.
What? I mean, yeah, just after 3 peaks.
They comp has a lot of tools to get him into Garage quickly, but they've just overestimated the Prowler's protection there.
Is clear right now, so Leaf wants to get forward, but it's not like that angle's cut off, so walks into a 2-man setup.
It's dangerous for G2. They do not have information. They know MIBR are starting to filter into the side. And yep, straight into an op line. Baby shuts Tex down at the very least, but now he's going to 1v2 with an op. That's rough. Oh my goodness. It is possible. Second, will he be spotted in this smoke? No. Gives it a tap. Surely he emerges off some kind of timing. This would be an ungodly flick like we've never seen before. Zek is cool and calm.
10 out of 10 on the difficulty scale shots consistently. That is crazy.
I just love that from Zekin, though.
Nullify a hit when it does come through, and it will come through. G2, they want to commit.
Uncomfortable for Aspas. He actually doesn't quite know where to be standing. That Molly made it awkward, but Verno is in the corner. He's found 3. And that's going to put the round to bed. MIBR with a flawless.
And MIBR, they are right back into this game. Shutting down this eco. Great fast rotate to get everyone into that A site. It's not going to be a heavy contention, though, from G2 towards A lobby. They are just straight into B this time. Leaf planting that spike. Jaw wants to fight for more, but Verno was too close on that smoke.
Verno gets a ping. He could go for it. Here's the Nightfall. Catches on the 2 off the site. We do have that lockdown in play here.
Yeah, placed by Tex in garage.
He's fighting for it. He's defending it. And he's able to hold on to it. This gets awkward now. Everybody has to pull out, but look at Tex. He's going to catch them in mid. He will fall, but the detention for Leaf hits hard. That is a stunning round here for MIBR.
Punished so heavily by Verno, just tucked in this corner. Flash not connecting, but then later in the round, yeah, Tex is just a hero there. Sick 2 shots.
I mean, Tex with a Sheriff is
going to be through the B site right now. Into that connector, does spot out Zekin. They hear Tex on the run as well. Is Leaf just going to get straight out of his backside?
He's going to fight! Zekin was ready for it. Great pursuit there from the Omen player. And the harness through from Verno, well held from the last round. It's instant value. Baby wants to get over towards that link side here. MIBR will give them a bit of space. Okay. Cosmic Divide active now. This is getting a little dicey for MIBR, but they got the numbers in a big way. VALORANT has the post-plant util, though, and right on the other side of the wall are his would-be assailants. There it is! 2 for VALORANT! Is it going to be enough? You better believe it! Now to 1v1. VALORANT gets back onto the side, and there's just no time for Verno. What do we say about captain's maps? He's giving us another one. 16 and 9.
Well aware that there was presence in connector because he was so patient. Oh, it seemed like he was even aware that there was going to be Baby potentially playing in A.
Okay, on the main we go. That garage presence heavy could turn into a wraparound, but this mid presence, Baby is watching double door garage. Tex has got to judge.
Yeah, what are they supposed to do? How can they even flank out of there effectively? It's not going to happen. Leaf spotted out backside, but he's able to just teleport away. Time is ticking again for MIBR. Not one player dead on either side.
Verno's in, though. That gate crash means there's little inside presence for G2. His Leaf had to get out.
They can't block it either. It's not at half. Texas just still sat there with a judge. He can't flank effectively.
Flash comes in here, Verno. The relay bolts are going to be deployed. Getting a bit ugly now. Mazzino looking to try and get it to hard. There's going to be some shots on the diffuser, and there is. That's going to be enough. Oh, G2. Rolling it back a little bit with the classic B-main post-plant setup.
MIBR just want to start this off playing off the wall.
Right. I like this.
If he's in danger, of course, can just get away, and there it is. Vintage chamber.
There are players afoot.
Does
in
Leaf
sewer
stay tucked? The gate crash is going to expire. Trent and Baby just fighting for it. I mean, this round is just cooked, man. Yep. It's actually cooked. With 5 HP in the clutch, even for one of the best players we've ever seen in the game, might be too much, but I don't want to speak
global events. Okay, here's the Blaze Wall in play. Zekin's going to have to make some noise at some point, I gather. Jaw gets it to half. Okay, Zekin's giving himself away and quickly silenced by Jaw.
They want to do something to gain momentum, have a bounce back here.
Dangerous stuff for Baby. This time doesn't have time to get away. Trent looking to back off now.
The grapple and the seize is going to keep those players from MIBR at bay. A Molly on top of that. Pinged up by the Haunt. This util is just overwhelming from G2.
But again, an over push there for Jaw exposes him. Trent's going to try and play tuck, play safe. VALORANT through the smoke, but this thing is finding one. Now Zekin will round the corner straight into the Bulldog. Trent notches his third.
What? Verno, after dying, gets a kill with the shock?
Mazzino doesn't quite know what Leaf is, though. This is dangerous. Oh, it's Wayward and Leaf. That's a nail biter. But in the end, See, sound plan.
I'm sorry, this round from G2 though is sick. The util is crazy coming down at short. G2 get the kill in sewers. They are straight up sprinting. Going to be a lot happening at A. Smoke just came down in heaven.
MIBR on an aggressive line.
Here comes the fast lane, but at the same time, they're just walking into C.
They're hitting 3 sides at the same time.
What a timing.
Okay, Jaw dropped, but it was a runner back. I think you're out of options here as MIBR. 13 seconds left. What are you going to run for the C side? Zekin tries to go for a plant, maybe? VALORANT is ready for everything. Look at the half peak. Oh, even stunning up Mazino with the Nova Pulse. Zekin, not so isolated now, is able to get the plant, but Mazino.
Zekin, Verno.
Trent on the backstab. Everything is in place. There's Jaw flash. It's a little too easy, it seems.
And Zekin is just unable to do anything off of it because he's caught in a grab wall. Has to come out. Has
22 and 10. Is VALORANT's scoreline, and now we are at map point. Haven and Breeze, both maps we haven't seen from G2 so far, and now we realize that they've been cooking.
Jaw and Dre going for that high-low face again. Mazino just hungry to fight, loses that duel.
VALORANT wants to push even further up. They're going to be watching for this, but it just doesn't really matter. He still gets
Still just going to get his. Why not? Osboss is at 5 HP. You mentioned it at the top of this game. The new G2 are going to hit you with the craziest comp that you have seen so far in 2026. Something you could simply never be prepared for. Their playbook is dense, and also they are just going to hit you with relentless aggression. That was effortless. This is G2 at their very best, and VALORANT at a different level than I think we've ever seen him. And again, that's a high bar he's already set for himself, but it feels like he's clearing it.
Map number 3 about to kick off here with G2 on the attack side, and they're wasting no time. Contingency to give him a shield as they walk down mid. It's about to get hot and heavy up the top, and it's Jaw who finds 2. Mazino has to be committed to the situation as well, but he's found 3.
Built to beat the unbeatable in Americas. That was G2 last year. The players from Lev that Osboss felt comfortable with before, but here's Leaf picking off Mazino now on the run. 1 gets away, slips behind the wall. That's really well played to get this into the 2-on-2.
It's almost like he's expecting another player here to have rotated through. He stays hidden, tucked in the corner. Tex just doesn't check it adequately, but Leaf gives himself away with that snake bite. Tex, though, has to waddle around out in the open. Now it's on VALORANT, though. 1 versus 2. We need some big right clicks here from the captain. It's not to be. Finally, it's been a while. MIBR finally posts a pistol round win in this series.
To post up in that corner. Play off of the KO's contact.
Big flash.
That's perfect from Trent, and Mazino was forced back as well. What is that? Come on.
Oh, surely not. The double tap. Verno's able to cut through it like a hot knife through butter, though. Still disadvantaged in numbers, and around the corner is Trent with the recovered judge.
Oh, he knows there's no one close. He knows there's one upper.
He can clear that corner at least.
He's going to know someone is in main. And he's got no time.
D2 surrounds him, taunting him. And so they will take a thrifty here in the second round.
Perfect. What was used onto Mazino to force him back? I kind of wanted to see that again. Was that just the... I honestly actually didn't see, but Mazino was forced back. Regardless from... He will get hit with that kill contract, surely, as MIBR. Look at the rotates. They're coming from the top side of the map. They want to get there to help Zekin ASAP.
Yeah, Zekin's able to get himself out at the very least, but he's the kill contract, and he will be absorbed. This is quite the fight. Jaw v Zekin. Jorgamo's going to win it. Now MIBR makes his way in towards elbow. We are in the post plant here. Jaw with a double tap shield active can take the swing and take Osboss to task. Mazino tries to get forward here. Trent wildly sprayed. Doesn't win it out, but that Odin's been neutralized. MIBR with the Spectre gets his.
This is must win for Tex, trying to catch Leaf, but Leaf is just going to play it smart, ducks away. VALORANT on the re-swing, and now it's a weak timing. So narrowly off, but still.
He doesn't have time.
Oh, Leaf spotted him out at the last second as well, and G2 with a great execute there. Jaw winning that duel. Armor pays off, I'll tell you that.
And so does the double tap. He got smacked.
Zekin had to break that first. Fair attempt from Mazino, right? Getting this 3K deal to the MIBR, who got a very important kill late when he wins that duel against the Odin, just running with his Spectre.
How was he there? What is going on?
Going to make some noise on A, presumably. They are really liking using him as this duelist fake, and then hitting the other side of the map. There's only 1 anchor here. MIBR is in. Tex blinded on the run.
Forced out, and there's the shorty from Trent. Still fighting in the side. Mazino gives as good as he gets, but he's knocked. Now Commando still active.
Drone is sent out there from Verno so they can try to get back into elbow, but Jaw's now just on the lurk.
There's a sense like this is just meant to be for G2. MIBR look listless.
They're over pushing right now, though. But still, they have to deal with this pit as time is really dwindling off the clock.
He's going to see it coming first. The drop down is handled.
Jogamo, Duelist. Sometimes we're just hard hitting the site with him. Other rounds, he's going to be selling the fake on the opposite side of the map. He also just gets the timing, rotating back to them to kill Ospas. G2 now going to execute through that A choke. Trent flashes right, so they know that elbow's vacant. Leaf with the perfect timing to catch Mazzino on the drop as well.
Yeah, felt like a risk he was taking there. All right, his contingency gets Jaw into the site, but there is going to be a wall in the way. Flash through it. Trailblazer link off this timing, Wyatt. Super heads up from Trent.
Yeah, that's great. Now they can just take that space and have another great angle to fight off of. Can Jaw go 2 for 2?
It's second again, dude.
Oh, vengeance for second perhaps, and he gets it.
Love that. Okay, now numbers getting even up here. BabyBay might have to get busy, but he can't get into elbow. G2 have been forced off the side. Burner, though, can't quite get the defuse, and what is that? Oh my goodness, 2 shots, 2 kills. Trent Shorter gets there too.
Trent really got so much good info for the team there going in. There was an initial flash that was sent towards elbow while getting through the choke, so they feel safe to just take that space.
There were 2 layers of set play there. It's crazy.
This could be Ospas' moment, though, as the wall drops. Nebula going to obscure his view temporarily, just a recall smoke.
Surely there's a swing off this contact, though, right? They're gonna catch Ospas. Can he get out? Oh, yeah, the double tap. That'll do it. George is getting too much. They are walking into his crosshairs, and he looks like he's loving life on this ISO. Player advantage up for G2. Ospas only finding the 1 kill. At least he gets him off 0. Here's Zekin, though. Ever dependable. So reliable, but...
frying them right now. Ospas committed to that fight early, but we are down to 2-on-2, Mazzino.
He's low. Where's Tex coming from as well?
I felt like MIBR were out of it, but suddenly this actually has become a real chance for them to get this first gun round win, but Jaw has other ideas.
4 for Jaw, and he's looking for more. Tex out in the open, knows how to win it out. It's on Trent. And Tex is looking to step up. The role player. 2 role players, and it's Trent that takes it.
Like an acceptance of the situation that they're in. I was trying to, the action suddenly picked up, but I wanted to mention that moment with Ospas there early. He gets the kill, but then just tries to stay committed to the angle.
Yeah, Viper Spit is here. Joel's saying, right, what's there to be getting? All right,
Wait, it got Tex, but it doesn't matter. Mazzino's in the pit.
Yeah, he's dominating. Tex, though, inside the kill contract. Oh, he's sharp. Okay, all of a sudden, MIBR have found themselves.
And Mazzino was super ready for it. Still has that determination to get MIBR back in this game with a 4-piece.
Not too concerned about throwing themselves in that round, but Flawless is going to be good to raise those spirits.
That's nice, just sidestepping there, gets that first kill. Wow, even swings out onto Valen. That really is the determination. That is the feeling of I am going to win my team.
So what are they hoping for behind this Cosmic Divide? Because they pulled out a B entirely.
Perfect.
That's a good first kill. Can anyone trade?
You would think that a swing here from Valen,
Yeah, just patient, waiting for some kind of sound.
That's really telling, though. That only one Seeker gets over to this part of the map. Oh, that's a big catch here. Convergent pass in play. Aspas, Mazzino both hinted out, and BabyBay might have the chance to capitalize on this, but refracts away. Aspas able to shrug off that hindrance now, and Jaws playing forward, caught by the fragment by the looks, and now Mazzino is trying to get in there. Aspas, though, has been picked up, this presence in elbow, and so Mazzino's going to go for it, self-flashes, and takes the kill on Valen. Gives it a tap. Trent gets close, suppressed, but sees Mazzino coming, and now it'll be Zekin. BabyBay in a 1 versus 2. Has to move on up. No defuse right yet. Oh my goodness, he's done it. It's just dirty. He just smeared all over him.
Last bullet, I think, on that one.
Hits a saturate before
last bullet.
Oh. Let's go! Come on!
That does he keep doing it? Josh can't believe it.
They started to show signs of life at the very end of that defense. But here at G2, straight out of B main, they want to just take the fight to them. Look at this play.
Always a set play, Wyatt.
Oh, Valen exposing himself. Verna with an opportunity, pushing through that wall, but he can't win the isolated duel. That would have been crucial to cracking open this A site.
Tex hoping to follow, and Valen isn't aware of just how close he is, but he has his crosshair placed perfectly. Look at this.
Great kill. And now this player with the shorty Leaf
rotate through defense side sport?
No, there's just no way. They're not going to have the time. Yeah, the map is just way too large. But they have to deal with Leaf close up with the short.
He knows now.
So dangerous.
What? At that range? Are you kidding me? Oh, the double tap gets one.
Spike down.
So it's down to Zekin. Trent and Baby Bay a little split right now. Baby Bay a little bit alone, but does not care.
That refract doesn't do a whole lot for him, though. He is still on the run. Players pinged up. Aspas in pursuit.
I like that from Aspas, but now he's realized he's run out of rope. He's going to have to pull back, but the rest of his team instead are going to hit this side. Valorant though with the Spectre. What a flick from Baby Bay. That is nuts. Verno loses purchase on the spike, and here's Jaw with a backstab opportunity. 2v3 again. G2 with the suppression on Tex. That is tough. And Valorant delivers a 4-piece.
Shutting down MIBR that burst out of the choke the second they see Baby Bay. Mazzino going to regret pushing into that dark cover. Thought he had the timing. He did not. That's free for Valen.
Come on, Trent!
How far do they want to take this? Tex is one-shottable, by the way.
Who stands here? Who stands there?
Exec. Leaf is here. Jiggle peeking, just trying to play in the rat spot with the Bucky.
timing.
Oh my god, he has the knife out, but MIBR going in. He's gotten into the corner. He's
You've
got
got to be kidding me. You just can't be doing that in this game. Trent's about to find Aspas there as well. They might be down to 2 players. This is G2 with a really safe, conservative buy. They're up by 2, and Valen is trying to chase second.
He gets ahead of himself there. That's giving MIBR an opportunity. Oh my god, off the spike, Mazzino. Enough time to plant now, all in the hands of Dre. 1-1v2 already on the scoreboard for him, but not able to connect onto Zekin. Had to be sweating there as an MIBR fan. Oh, that's a hell of a shot from Trent. But yeah, what is going on there with Valen and the rest of the team? I mean, that looks ridiculous.
Yeah. Aspas straight up mid now as well. Can't refract anymore though, so is, for all intents and purposes, committed.
Jaw just tries to take a timing, but
starting to see a lot of these timings attempted by G2 here.
Timing part 2.
Yep.
No, Baby Bay on the run, but that is a sick angle from Aspas.
Super nice.
Now set up for the A split, but they still do have to deal with 2 G2 players.
Okay, Stinger swing.
Spike down.
Good for 1. Trent with his... Okay, sure, all right. We just need to slow it down a little bit, I feel. Trent looking for a yard swing.
Oh my god.
Does he know? Yes. Aspas going to... He's not checking. He doesn't know. He doesn't know!
Planted.
2v2. Trent on the line. Verno with a swing out. And Trent wants to play off them, but is this going to line up with Leaf's arrival timing? Trailblazer for Leaf to play off? Wait a minute.
Oh, Zekin on the run. A couple shock darts, by the way, if they tap the spike.
Rifle upgrade.
Isolated.
Could be happening here. Verno trying to cover the spike in G2.
3 in the anti-eco. What was this? The kill from Trent is crazy. And then they're just not expecting playing out in the open. Trent could be wrapping around elbow, but they knew he was on site. Of course he could be going elbow.
That is nuts. But either way you slice it, it's 5 match points for G2. Okay, here's the set play. Ooh, Tex is down. They do find one of those players so deep over towards that A side of the map.
I think Tex was caught with a vulnerable, so he gets one-tapped by a ghost.
Baby Bay, Rat, Atui.
Oh my, what a timing for Verno to catch.
But eventually this push out of Link should come, and Jaw just overextends for that information.
MIBR now on this pivot towards B. Crossfire
30
set up though
left.
for mid. That's
Mazzino can't clear.
The players are a great shot though.
1, 2, 3. Oh, surely not.
Spike down. B.
Spike's been dropped and Leaf.
For Zekin to close out this round. The 2 stars of MIBR.
But they are split. There's no crossfire here, and Trent can set up if he works around on the right. Hard for Zekin to see him. Aspas is on the move. Like ships in the night, they've passed each other.
About the timing for
Trent's not going to be ready for this swing around the corner. Oh my goodness, I speak too soon. And now he spotted Zekin. Time though is of the essence. Paranoia comes in. Trent peels himself off the side. 9 in the chamber. Scant seconds remaining. Zekin won't give him anything to shoot at right now. The jump up. 6 bullets. Time! What? Trent, are you kidding me? And he's got time to finish the job as well, surely. I can't believe it! Not only to qualify for Santiago, but to do it in such a fashion. Trent saves the day, and we're all reminded of why G2 are the Damocles sword of Americas. It might not happen in the upper bracket, but when they come down, it'll be felt.
To be the second team to qualify for Masters Santiago. This new iteration of G2, this new style that they're coming out with, it's the most exciting, the most fun this team has ever been to watch. Bounced back looking maybe better than ever. I think you could argue that, but always for this G2 squad, they will have doubters until they have that.